Hey everybody, welcome back to A Boy, a Girl, and a Mine. This is Lem again, and we are doing part 2 of the Christmas Village finale build. Alright, so where we left off last time, and I'm laughing as I'm watching these skeletons who were not there a moment ago, walking down across my roof. Gonna get them in a minute. Where we left off last time, I had bungled the roof of our town hall build, and I was trying to figure out where I left off. And the way it works is as soon as you shut everything down, you look at it again, that's when you figure out what you did. So I had forgotten about the way we'd done the pop outs here on the side of the building. So just because I knew that there's a chance I might not get straight back to recording, I went ahead and set up this side here, just so I could remind myself how I was going to do this without it looking like absolute garbage. And then, as you can see by these little skeletons who are hanging out up here, I went ahead and put some ceilings in so that way I wouldn't get any snowfall while I was working that would fall in any place that I actually would have to worry about unburying later on. I mean, I know it's a bad building principle to leave this up here. I'm going to get mold up in my attic, for all that moisture, but, I'm not too worried about it. Well, I'll put down some lanterns so these guys don't spawn anymore. Nobody else will have to live with it. And, there's always some kind of corruption in town hall anyway, right? So, okay. So, and speaking of snow, while I've been sitting here today, we have gotten a few inches coming down at least. We've had like the whole big warning thing that's happened. I don't know if anybody else who's watching this, if anybody's watching this, has also experienced Snowmageddon 2015. Maybe it won't be the only one you get this year. I am a little more in the south, and so, everybody made their run on bread and milk for what should probably inconvenience us for about a whole 24 to 48 hours. So I hope if anybody else is in the south watching this, that you are enjoying your delicious bread milk sandwiches and bread milk soup. I hope it's great for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I want this line here, this bit of the roof, to actually help me keep myself in check. Because otherwise, when I go to build this out, I'm going to mess up the spacing again. So, and look, he died on his own. All alone, unloved. Even his friend wasn't up there to mourn him. So, and I'm certainly not. And that's one of those things. I know that there are ways you can enter. Oh, come on. Be my friend. Oh, it did. Okay, it's my angle, my problem. So I know that there are supposed to be commands that you can enter to auto kill certain spawns. And frankly, I'm just not that cool. And so when I've tried to enter those myself, they haven't come around. So I am going to try to get better at that. I hate being noobish in anything that I'm doing, but, it does happen, right? So, okay, so now that we have that matching, we like that. We like symmetry. Now we can go ahead and finish off the rest of the roof. Now, I know I've got a whole open part of the building back there, and that's probably going to drive some people absolutely bonkers that I'm just doing the facade first, but I don't know, something for me, I like having this. It kind of helps me feel inspired and keep working on the build. It's kind of nice to come back out and see I've done this much so far and it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna lay down, and this will help. I know I don't have to fill this in with any blocks. I get that, and at the same time, it's creative mode. I've got it, right? It's unlimited, and then I don't have to worry about anything spawning up here. There's always I've kind of thought about eventually with this one, maybe next year when I come back to it, if I come back to it, maybe opening it up into into survival mode instead, and actually kind of using it to, you know, play around in, like role play a little bit, you know, that kind of thing. And we'll see. It's a big giant we'll see on that. But okay, did I don't think I did this evenly. Oh no, okay, there's the problem. I just haven't bumped this all out yet. In fact, yeah, see, look, Lem's already goofing. Because this is all flat here, and I've done the rounded here. And I think I do want to keep it round as well, actually. So, boop. That means this needs to come in one. So, but the question is, how is this gonna... Oh, how is that gonna go? Like that, I guess. Maybe. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we're gonna think about that for a minute, huh? We could do like a little... You know, we could do like a little slab here, maybe, or something like that. I guess we'll see how this ends up going. Because I do like having it more domed rather than having it flat on the edges. I think that looks cooler. So you can tell how much I don't take all this seriously. I don't know. Like, there's probably somebody out there right now who's like, well, actually, that's just, that isn't my game style. When it comes to, well, pretty much any game. I love games. I like RPGs the best, honestly. But I just have too much going on in my life to like really devote to being awesome at them. Awesome for me is getting to hang out with friends, just chill, build something kind of neat. That's something that makes me happy. And okay, so I'm not worried too badly here. Alright, so that would be here. So I like more of a domed roof because that's actually what we have going on for, and let me make sure I didn't go any further with this. See, I did. What the crap was I doing? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. No, I'm on something right now. It's called having a snow day, I guess. Too much white powder. I mean, wait, no, kids, don't do drugs. So here we go. Hello, roof. Boop. You know, one of these days, maybe I'll work on my editing skills enough where you all don't have to watch me do the boring stuff. But for now, let this, you can just chill out with me. This can be like, maybe I can make this so it's as satisfying as, like, say, Power Wash Simulator, right? Where you just watch all that grime work away. Now, there's a channel that maybe I should work on next, right? We can just have soothing conversation as we wash away dirt and grime. I mean, that could be, that's a thing. I'm sure that's already a thing. But it's alright. Running our roof around. Happy little dome roof. Not fully a dome, but doing that whole wraparound edge. See, I did goof. I goofed. How did I goof? Well, oh, that's how I goofed, because I don't have this one up here, so I didn't come far enough out. I got ahead of myself. A little premature. Not usually my problem, but maybe somebody out there can relate. Alright, there we go. And now we should just be able to wrap this around. Nice and steady. Just getting my computer to cooperate and not lag on me like a little punk. But, you know, it's what it does. So... And look, we're not filling the rest of this in. Why? Because I don't have to. That's called laziness. Right there. I was going to say efficiency, but let's be honest, kids. I'm lazy at AF. We haven't yet determined if we're saying the F-bomb in this stream. It's going to happen, I'm sure, eventually. Because that's my jam. You'll notice that Laws will be the classy one of the group, but not me. Not me. I keep it real. I keep it very real. And what's real for me is lots and lots of curse words. Alright, so... I mean, if we had enough of a following, or any following at this point, like we could start a poll for that, right? How long will it take for them to drop a major swear? Not just a minor swear. Alright, so, yep, I came on too far. I got too excited. I thought I had one more. I don't know what I'm doing here. But this is you guys who are sitting here watching me make mistakes. See? It can happen to anyone. Unless you're like a really good builder. And then probably not. But that's not me, so that's cool. Alright. I will fill a little bit of this in. Or not. What's your problem? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, all my sound effects are amazing. I feel like Laws's are better. I mean, he's made up some... He's had some amazing ones. He also does a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stream. You guys should follow. Positron Player. He's awesome. And he has all sorts of cool catchphrases and... Oh, come on, you didn't come with me. This is called lag. Ooh. He has given us such gems as Wiggle Wiggle for BB-8. We get lots of nice pew-pews. That's, you know, not original to him, obviously, but we do enjoy it. I'm trying to figure out, do we want to go any higher? I don't feel like we should go any higher than this peak. I'm kind of satisfied with where it is right now. We could go in one more tier. I mean, that could be a thing. Shall we see how it looks? We can at least see how it looks, yeah? And then it would come through like this. There we go. Maybe look like that. Let's look at it from the front. Let me get a nice little preview of the village as we're going through. You know what? No, I like that. I like that going like one tier higher than... Okay. And I think that's where we call it good. And what I'm going to do now, just to discourage some of the... I mean, a snowy rooftop is really nice, but to discourage some of the snowy rooftop... where am I going to put that? Right here. I don't know why I'm being so picky. I can go in here and pick out anything I want. But, let's just do some of this. And I'm doing every other because I can. That's all. I like a little pattern in my life every once in a while. Here we go. Alright, what do we think? Is it pretty, guys? Say yes. Comment in the comments, duh, and tell me how pretty it is, right? Okay, so here's what it looks like. And in some ways I wish my little restaurant weren't here so we could really, like, you know, come back and get the full view. But here's what we're looking like from front. And I feel like that's a pretty nice town hall. Now, I feel like we didn't vote this skeleton in to local government. So I feel like that's going to have to change. And just, like, right now. Die. There we go. Okay. So, that being done, I don't know that we're going to actually, as I was saying before, do anything with this upper floor. I like having the option to later on. But right now, I am not dying for anything to happen with this upper floor. So we're not going to do anything with it. We're going to let it be lit up with some lanterns. In fact, we can be kind of cool and put like lanterns in the window. Like so, well, not okay, just in that one. Yeah, in that one, and then we can put some lights beneath and it'll kind of glow a little bit from behind. Alright, there we go. Don't have to worry about chopping down that snow because it will go away as soon as I clear this. Alright. And so the next thing we'll need to do is decide on what the windows look like on the side. They're not going to be anything really fancy. We're just going to keep it basic back to this building. Like many of... Okay. I didn't even bother here. I'm like, nah. Why bother? Okay. Come on, kid. Alright. Let's do this. Boop. There we go. Wait, I already did this level. And the reason why it's important to me is I like for pretty much all of my buildings, you'll notice I do like one level of blocks and then I start the windows, and that just, I don't know, structurally makes sense to me. You know, it's the grand scheme of things that don't really matter at all, but that's what I do. Alright. Bricks in here. Boop, boop. Bricks here. Boop, boop, boop. And just because I might want to use this space at some point and it will drive me crazy that this isn't properly closed in and framed out, we'll go ahead and do that. We will go ahead and do that. Thank you. Okay. Now, we're framed in and we can just start kind of placing our windows. We used, what was it, the green? The lime? Alright, it was this, the lime. Grand. Okay. So, I think we'll kind of keep it somewhat symmetrical to what was on the front. It won't be entirely so, because if you notice, remember we did that, those other windows like right on the corner, and we could choose to do that here. In fact, why don't we? Why don't we do that? We'll just stick with a little bit more of that symmetry. And then bricks. Alright, we'll come to this side and do the same thing. No. I do like using the glass to break the brick. That's kind of ironic to me, but it's performance art. It means something. It's a metaphor. I mean, don't ask me for what. You interpret. Give me your deep BS comments on, you know, in the comments below. And, you know, maybe I'll make one into a sampler. All right, let's see. So we need some more brick here, and we need a little brick here. A little brick will do the trick. Okay, and so we have these 2 center panes left. But maybe we'll go wider here. Ooh, ooh. Ah. There we go. A little different. So we got those nice windows there. And I guess, you know, let's go ahead and do something similar here. Because we can. Because why not? You know, in this upstairs area, we could later on, you know, come up and make it like offices, that kind of thing. So for that reason, let's do kind of a single window here, I think. That will be built straight into the brick. Kind of like one of those hallway window. Yeah. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. What's nice about this, and especially with creative mode, is you can change your mind. And it doesn't make a lick of difference. So I do feel like I have this space somewhat differently. I do. I filled it out differently. That's okay. Alright. As long as that's going to be the same, it is. Well, you know, not every office needs to be laid out exactly the same inside. It's more than okay. Alright, so just a little bit of afternoon chill. And there we go. Those windows are finito. Done. Love it. Okay, so here's where we start framing out the bottom. And along the line here. And along the line here. And look at this dude just hanging out down here. I don't know what he's thinking. But he's not thinking anymore. And that's the important thing right now. I mean, I don't know who he was in the past. Maybe he was a person once. But now he is an ex-person. So, because he is an ex-person, I'm not worried about him. Alright. And here's all the annoying snow that fell. Oops! Call floor maintenance. There we go. We'll just keep that one equipped for the next time I do that. I'll take that XP that means nothing to me right now, because I can do whatever I want. It's kind of like the Ron Swanson paper. It says I can do what I want. Alright, so... oh, nice. We're just getting this all cleared up. All cleared up. La 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 la. Okay. What's over there? Oh, the llamas. I love the festive llamas. And their little sweaters. They're so happy. Don't you love a festive llama? I do. Alright. Just gonna hang some lights. And I could have put some lights up, but why? Why did I not? I don't know. Okay, that'll be fine for now. Oh wait, I did corners here. I did it again. I am an insurance nightmare. I am. Okay. So here we go. Look at the bunnies. Look at those bunnies, guys. Hi, bunnies. Hi. Should we make them make more bunnies? I think so. I think we need a bunny break. Bunny break, guys. I don't need any more of that. So, hey, guys. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen. Which one do you think is which? There you go. I have bunny babies. Is it green or white? Green or white? Oh, hey, little bunny. There you go. I love bunnies. Okay, you can have some too. Even though you're not actually going to eat it because you just did your thing. So it's not like real bunnies. Alright, so, okay. Now that I've had a bunny moment, we're good. Tell me they're not the cutest freaking bunnies. Right? Okay. So let's keep the windows in here simple too. I don't feel like there's any real need to go absolutely crazy. Crazy. She's just going insane with those Minecraft blocks. Those windows were out of this world. It's such a wild adventure. I can't take it. Alright. Sorry. Woo. I sold my medication for candy, so it's gonna be like this whole stream, guys. The whole stream. You know, though, we could make these windows wider. Why don't we? And then that way, we can just have the one gap there. Boop, boop, boop. I know I need a pane there. I haven't forgotten. It's just so much easier to place when you actually have something to aim at. Alright. And I really need to get this dandelion out of here because I don't want to keep leaving these bunnies on. I mean, I've been called a tease before, but let's not do that to the bunnies. That's a whole different thing. And that is not this channel, y'all. Okay. Okay. So, let's do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Boop. Such nice windows. Alright, and we'll keep this similar inside here too. 1, 2. And then a brick level. And then some windows. And 1, 2, 3. And I'm not sure about the center yet, what we're going to do there. Since we're not going to do, at this point, we're not going to do a back door. But we might at some point. You know, you might need an emergency exit. And, you know, Hulk smashing down the wall doesn't really work. I mean, you could do, right? Minecraft logic. I can break down walls. Okay, so breaking down walls, that's what we do here. Alright. You know, let's just do like the top level did. I feel like that's a nice option. Okay. Very nice. Now it's time to work on the inside. So this is our town hall, and we're going to say that it gets used primarily for the floors. primarily as like a meeting place. We'll put offices at the top, maybe eventually someday. Maybe. But I'd say, what do we use this space for? And this is a pretty peaceful village, so other than, you know, the Christmas panics that will happen, you know, when Santa goes missing, or, you know, whatever holiday trope you want happens, it's going to be a pretty peaceful place to be. So I think, first of all, let's just get a lectern. And let's pop a lectern in this thing. Oop. My fingers are frosty and not typing as well right now. So let's do, maybe here at this side. Maybe that's, where do we want the people to sit? How do we want them to be oriented? You know, frankly, we could put them about here. And I guess if we put them to the side, they can sit, and everybody can sit with their backs to I would not want to sit with my back to the main hall. It's except for, I mean, at least as the speaker, whoever's presenting, you would be able to, you know, find out what's going. You'd be able to watch who's coming in the door. That's good with me. All right, and let's use. Which color do we like? You know, I think the regular oak is a good option for our benches. So I think in this case, we want a little bit of space. We want to have an aisle. Right? I give the end guy an armrest because he's on the end. And oh, but wait, this is not. That's okay that that's not completely even, right? Isn't it okay? Did I do? No, I didn't. I didn't. We're okay. It's just how I'm looking at this. Because we've done the inset here. That's what's going on. But that's okay. Sometimes you don't do the same thing on both sides. Sometimes there is a kind of a shorter row, which is nice because then you don't have a lot of like weirdos sitting next to you, or at least just the weirdos you know. That's really what it is for me. It's not that I, you know, can't have weird people by me. I just want to pick my weird. All right, so we're gonna have like seating area over here. Very nice. Okay, so for like presentations, town hall meetings, that kind of thing. And on this side, I don't know, we could do something similar, but I'm almost thinking about maybe having some tables. Maybe this doubles as like a nice little community center, right? And so let's get an oak fence in here so we can make some tables. And we can do some like tables and chairs. But I am going to want to do that differently. I'm going to make these tables a little bigger because I like to be able to put a chair in the center. Right, so I'm going to do that with stairs. So for our tabletops, let's say we keep it kind of festive in here. And we do these nice red ones. And then we can put some friends around. Like here, they can like play, I don't know, mahjong or whatever people do. Alright, so maybe like a big table there. And this isn't a restaurant, so we're not going to put a we're not going to do like the corner booth thing like I love to do, but we can do like kind of maybe some wider seating here. Yeah, and then maybe a little like row here where people can sit and, not there. Kind of watch people passing by. Maybe work quietly. We'll just do a couple here. It'd be nice if I could space them a little more evenly, but we'll just say that that's where that is. Alright. And maybe a little table right here. And yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of like, that drives my, like my OCD's a little whacked out, you know, because that table's not center, but we don't want people to be right up against each other like that, you know, and that's what happens in a communal space, right? The tables get all moved around, and all of a sudden, it's just craziness. All right. And maybe like one more little one here. You can get some old guys who are playing chess right there or something. All right. So here we go. Here's our town hall. We need a few more lamps up in the space. Are they even? They are. Okay. There we go. All right. See a little more light in the space. And, I mean, really what I want to do is I want to come in and decorate. I honestly do. And there's a bit of knowing that just how long that's going to take. But I think at some point, like, I'd like to come into this space, and I would love to use the art. I mean, the art in this mode is really great. Smack up some paintings. And you can get some cool stuff going here. Oh, that's right. But we're going to have that whole gotta fight with it thing. I mean, because we could do something like that where we have like the garland up. But look how long this is going to take for me to talk to you guys while we just work through that. So I think eventually I'd like to do some of this garland all around. Probably put some wreaths up here. In fact, we'll do a couple wreaths. Just over the door. See all those neat options. And there are a couple wreaths on the doors already, but look, we like our wreaths here. Okay, so we'll probably come through, and I'd probably put some wreaths here, like behind the lights. Oops. So like that. Just need something behind it, right? To tell it what size you want. I really, really wish this were an actual rotation rather than a randomized thing. Because, I mean, look how long we stand clicking. And when I give you the tour, you're going to see just how insane I've been getting all the right decorations. Thank you. All the right decorations in place. So, you know, I talked about I'm not going to do this now, and look, I'm doing it now. Yep. Did I do one in that corner? I did not. I just did it where the bricks were. Okay. How nice of it to actually just give me the thing. Okay. So we have some wreaths up. We'd probably come in and do some more like garland and things like that eventually. Oh, and we cannot forget our plates, because we like those doors that automatically close, so we don't let just anybody in. Alright. Okay, so here is our town hall. Thanks for helping me. Alright, so let's do the grand tour, shall we? This is what I've been looking forward to showing you this whole time. So this whole map started with this house right here. And, you know, we had to obviously level out ground, you know, do all that fancy terraforming that you do. And so this is where we've gotten. I've used vines, and you see the vines do this cool, like, actual changing lights effect, so that's kind of fun. I did not start with all these vines where they were. I mean, I did the obvious places with the front down, and tracing things out. This is just where some of them have decided to grow since then, and I'm okay with that. I might chop them down eventually, but I'm kind of okay with where they've grown, because look, they grew symmetrically overall. I mean, we're missing a vine right there. But other than that, okay, so we're good. So welcome to our house. Laws and I actually built this one together. This is a joint work. I did the decorating and he helped with a lot of the layout. So you come in and here's our little foyer all decorated for the holidays, some packages, the little table with gifts and things, and just some fun framed out festive items. I couldn't find another F to go in there without dropping an F-bomb. Alright, our staircase and the place where everybody is going to hang their coats and their skates. Everybody's identical in this family apparently. And a few more packages, and of course there's our front door with the plates. Okay. So we go on into, I'll actually walk like a human being. Alright, here is our dining area. And we've just put the chairs on the one side at this moment. I really think we need to, you know, do chairs on the other side too, but at the same time right now, I mean, look, you get to view the Christmas tree, and we've got some nice candles on the tables, and this is a Yule log. I think it's like a meal log or something like that, but this is a Yule log. For those of you in the States who maybe haven't watched like the holiday Great British Bake Off type of thing, that is a really neat like rolled cake that is made to look like a log. So, of course, we have to have one on the table, especially for Laws, considering that he is from Old Blighty. Alright, we've got some little cabinetry in our space, kind of the sideboard going on, and all the decorations. And then, so here's some of the art that there are options in the skin packs. We've got our Christmas tree and a fireplace with some stockings. And so we got some gifts, and then Laws decorated with some armor stands. Here's our fireplace, and then we're coming into our kitchen. And I love that the kitchen, like that one of the painting options was actually a stovetop with stuff inside. I mean, that looks great. That turkey's probably not going to be dry at all. It's only been in there for weeks now. All right, so we did cabinets with the bookshelves and the trap doors. And this is my dishwasher. It is empty. And you can tell it's a fantasy because the dishwasher's actually been emptied. And here we go. Just all the little space. Maybe a little stand for where the cookbooks go. Some more cabinets and counters. And we've got a little sitting area here around another Christmas tree, because I tell you, when I have my big fancy home, it is going to have so many trees, guys. So many trees. And just a little library area, and if you want to pop down and watch some TV, you have that. Alright, so the upstairs. Boop, boop, boop. Had to make it a little interesting, so we popped some paintings up on the walls. And here's the master. Another tree! Surprise! Just a little lounge area. You know, grab a book, sit by the window, look out the window, you know. Little desk. And here's our bed. And another fireplace. Because, yeah, this is my big, expensive bedroom. Thank you. Alright. And then I did this for the shower stall. So, that could be a water safe light, or that could kind of be some really fancy shower head, but just kind of a little happy zone to come in and bathe. Did the mirrors like this, where for the holiday, when you step up, it pops your face into one of these little frames so you look silly. And then of course we do have a water closet. Alright, and it's squeaky clean. Okay. Now we can go over to the Laws Caves. Alright, here's Laws's hangout space with his TV and his nice sofa. He's got some shelves that he can put some of his awesome collections on. and some more bookshelves and things, a little jukebox back there. Just kind of chill in some of his cool items that he has collected over time. And then this is his music room, all set up here. And on the third floor, it's just a big open space at this point, but we did kind of put a little window space here, and I really think I want to change that out into an actual seat. So let me just grab these stairs here. Just kind of a little hangout place. All right. Now there is a third floor, and it's just a big open area. We haven't done anything with it yet. We've talked about it. And that's probably a next year thing. All right. And down we go. Whee! So from the house, welcome to the village. Bunnies. Okay. So we'll start over here where we have a little botanical garden. And we've lined the path with the glowing blocks, so that way we don't have like massive snow accumulation in here. And also just kind of, if you're walking through here in the evening, you have a nice little lighted path to come through and look at all the different plants arranged as they are. I think it's fun what they've done with this. The weird nature of how these are done gets me every once in a while, but that's how they did them, and they're still really fun, right? So here's our little garden, and here's just a walkout where we haven't done it. Look at all this amazing space. Look at that panda in a sweater. Oh my goodness. I'm over it. No, not. Oh my gosh, look at the panda in the sweater. He's so cute. Okay, we're over it. All right, let's go, guys. So just for funsies, I did the aquamarine that sprouted in the center. This is a part of the restaurant. It's a little like outdoor patio area where I imagine that they hold dances and things. We've got a jukebox here with all the different records, little music discs. And here's our restaurant. This one is called the Holly and the Ivy. Kind of a sleek type of place. And we've got your hostess stand and your dining areas with, you know, your Christmas tree, of course, some cabinets, and just kind of a cozy, chic little place to come in and get your dinner. Behind the bar, we've got the kitchen all set up and stocked, ready for our tasty meals that are 1,000 bajillion calories each because it's the holidays. Treat yourself. All right, and so here's seating here. We've got some food pictures behind the bar. Maybe that's the bartender stocking up there. I mean, this is a place I'd come on a Friday night. Better than cooking, right? Okay, so we'll get here in a moment. Yeah. So we've done a few little houses to stock up the village. And our first house is just the cozy little bunny house. That's right, we've stocked this full of bunnies, and this is the one place that does not have a door plate because the bunnies let themselves out. And we don't want them to get out because apparently I'm a bunny napper and there's no escape for bunnies. But we can feed the bunnies, right guys? Because this space needs more bunnies. That's right. All the bunnies. Bunnies! Hey bunnies! Do you guys want to hang out? Are you guys trapped under the fence? I feel like they're trapped. I feel like there's some element of they're trapped in here or something. Well, or they're just hanging out and they're not feeling too keen on. But there's our bunnies. Hello, bunnies. Okay. All right, bye bunnies. The next house on the street. Well, here's a nice, just a little area where you can come and warm up, sit around the fire pit. It's kind of chill. This is the gingerbread house. And these are the people who live in the gingerbread house. They're just hanging out outside because they can't actually be placed inside. But here's their little cozy home. Those guys are so small they can all just share a little bed. And then we've, of course, got a Christmas tree lot. You can come buy your tree here. And you come pick a tree. They're all kind of the same. But the nice thing is there are no bare spots in any of them. Isn't that nice? Alright, here's another one of the little homes. Just kind of a little cozy cottage with a Christmas tree. And some seating, a little desk. Got our stove. And this has a tiny little bedroom. This is for a single person. But I would live in it as long as I had good heating. Right? I mean, especially if it's rent-free. I'd move right in. That's my space right there. Okay, so you can see how the snow has melted down here. So really, I want to come in and I'm going to want to fill this back out because I'm not trying for this to be completely uneven. This is apparently a working tour. Not just a walking tour, it's a working tour. We're going to just fill all that in right now. I mean, this, I'm not going to say this place has an HOA, because HOAs are evil incarnate, frankly. I mean, if you have one, if you're subject to one, you know what I'm talking about. If you run one, shame on you. But, you know, we just don't want to mess with the whole HOA complaining thing. But even without the HOA, you're going to have neighbors who complain if your lawn's looking too shady. So, here we go. This one's our cute little igloo. Just a cozy little igloo. Couple beds. And we've done, you know, the vaulted ceiling as it looks outside. Alright. And we'll have to shut that door. And once again, we melted the landscape. And it's really kind of interesting to see, like, when you have been working in a snowy biome like this, to see actually how much of this was snow before and how much of it was actually like level real ground. So we're going to fill this pit in right here, but I'm not going to go any further than that at the moment because I don't know exactly where I want that step down to be as far as the houses go. Oh, right there. I don't like having those gaps under the buildings, even though they're imaginary, even though it's all just pixels. I like to feel like we're all kind of secure in here. All right, and this one, we did like a little tiny castle, little fort. Maybe the town guard lives here. Who knows? Not like we really need one, but he's got a little table and he's got a fireplace to stay warm because stone walls are chilly. I'm cold right now. And look, it's a bunny. Hello, Mr. Bunny. And we just put a little gazebo here. Just a cute little place to come hang out by the giant Christmas tree. And here's a side view of the house and how we've done that. Okay. I know I'm saying okay after every time I stop showing you guys something, but okay. Okay. Okay, so I think it is time to do a little shopping now that we've seen our accommodations. And we'll start, since it's a chilly night, let's start the place we really need to start, which is the Starbies. That's right. Every place has one. One on each corner. Here we go. So our options here are peppermint mocha, and sugar cookie lattes, because those are the best. Actually, I'll just stick with the mocha or the peppermint mocha, thank you. There's some cocoa and peppermint and hot tea when I'm not doing coffee. We don't offer regular coffee here because regular coffee is disgusting, people. It's absolutely disgusting. What are you guys doing? Why would you want to drink that on purpose? Tasting how it does. I don't know. I don't know. You can leave hateful comments in the below, but just coffee's gross. We offer chocolate chip and shortbread and pastries, and because we've got our Englishmen with us, we have sausage rolls, bacon buddies, and hand pies. I will say those are delicious, delicious snacks. All right, just a few little seats. This is a grab and go type of place, but you can have a seat if you want to. Let's see, anything to show you behind the counters? Now we just use the trap doors to kind of, give a little more interest to what's going on here. The little border. Across the street, if you want something even more tasty, we have Mary Cake Miss. And Mary Cake Miss is our pastry shop, so you can get gingerbread, little Christmas puddings. We've got cakes and Yule logs. That must be where the one in the house came from, because y'all know I didn't make it. I actually love to bake and cook, but that's beyond my level. And of course, got the little ovens, and use the trap doors for counters and for oops. There we go. Okay, so the second thing I actually built here, the first one was the Starbucks. The second one was the Book Nook. You need a good little bookstore. So just a cozy little place with a couple little sofas where you can kind of sit down and peruse before you buy. And then right here we have the toy chest. So I built out these windows so we could have things on display. All right. And we did the same kind of footprint for all of our buildings for the most part. They're all 9x9. I wanted to kind of have a designated layout. But here we've got all the different toys that you can buy and some more on display that are available. And we also sell some books and some different holiday decorations. We offer gift wrap options. And there's our counter for wrapping and for making your purchases. The next thing I actually did was here we have a town skating rink. It does snow on the rink. I go back and forth on this, because really if I had just done the regular ice, I wouldn't have snow accumulating on the rim here. But at the same time, I really like the way this packed ice looks. It's so pretty, and it puts a nice border, and so I'll just keep shoveling. Maintenance is a part of life, right? But you can come out here on a beautiful starlit night with a view of the mountains around us and the train station here and the inn, and just kind of skate and have it's a great date night kind of place. Okay, so this shop, everybody's got to have another quick option to eat. This is the Fried Chicken Company. And as you can, and we made this in honor, it was actually Loz's idea. We made this in honor of our friend Janky, who loves chicken. I mean, absolutely loves chicken. So here we have all the little tables you can come eat. And it's just full of chickens who are happy to be here. And here's the menu board. We've got chicken, and we've got more chicken. So we have all the chicken you can want. Here's our deep fryer, and we've got some ovens for the roasting. And this is just a great place to come and get a quick meal with some chickens. Some delicious, delicious chickens. Okay, so other venues that we have here. Let's do the inn last. You just were with us for the town hall. We finished that. Thank you for being with me. All right, this, of course, we needed someplace to buy clothes. This is called Your Best Elf, because we all want to be our best elf, right? And so I used the armor stands and made some of our outfits. And we also We'll outfit your horse. And we won't talk about that as actually a rabbit pelt, but it looks so cute. So you can outfit your, I'm going to say you can outfit your rabbit as well, because this is my make-believe world. I can call it what I want to. You know, we do so many visual representations for things anyway. Being Minecraft, you know, that is rabbit armor. That is not a rabbit pelt, that is rabbit armor. Okay. And so behind some of these buildings, just because I wanted to have the sidewalk going straight through and have that nice grid, but I didn't want to have this big open spot, I actually put some little booths here where if you're out and about and you just want to grab a little quick something, we actually have, this place sells cocoa and little pies and little puddings, little treats here. And then this one sells all sorts of sweets. This is kind of a little candy stand. Of course, it's right behind the toy shop because you get your kids sugared up. Hopefully after you take them to the toy store, because, oh my goodness, beforehand it would be nuts. All right, so here is the inn. This is called, right now it's the Holiday Inn. How could I resist, right? And so we walk right in and we can check in here. So reservations, information in our concierge. We have a lovely little lounge. Just a place where our customers can kind of sit and rest, hang out by the Christmas tree. Gotta have 1,000 of those. And let's go upstairs. So each room has its own theme based on the door. And it really is just based on the door. But you know how it is when you go to a nicer inn, it's not just that you're, in room 347, you are in the something room, right? So, even though some of these rooms are absolutely tiny, you know, we've got something for every budget. This one is the Pine Room. It's just a nice little double room with Santa's pants on the wall as a decoration, I'm sure. Because he's hanging his pants all over town. But yeah, with a nice view out where the, oh my god, adorable pandas are. And of the town hall, and you can see where some of the train tracks are. And we'll close the door. The next room, and we have some places you can hang things here. This is a snowman room, duh, by the door. Another little double room, just to kind of decorate with a stocking. I used walls. Like I actually used like the wall type thing between the rooms just to give like a little extra space. So I can't hang anything on there without it sticking out, like as far as art goes. I would love to, but I can't. It'll stick out funny from the wall. But I'd rather have kind of the blank wall with the texture on it and call it like, you know, it's that whole interest wall that you do where you do like one wall. It's kind of different than the others. But at least it gave just that little bit more space to the room where that way the windows aren't like butted straight up. We can have more space between the windows and all of that. So just kind of a simple room. We keep these accommodations kind of simple here. The reindeer room is a really small one. But, you know, decorated in a cute little way. Maybe you pop the kids there. Maybe it's, you know, somebody who's traveling on a budget. But there you go. And then finally, it's the wreath room. And this one got a little bit more space. So we've got some art on the wall. And it's got a nice view. I mean, this rock formation is very cool. And we really haven't spent a lot of time exploring it yet. But from this room, you get a really cool view of the rock formation and the mountain behind and all that. And out behind the inn, there's a little station down there. And I was going to build us a back door out to the station. I haven't yet, but I was thinking about it. Because we've got a little... It's not the big train station. It's just a little depot point where, you know, people who want to hop on and ride can do so. I mean, we're kind of close to the big train station, but it is what it is. Okay. And so that leads me to my favorite build of this whole thing. We're going to go behind the buildings. We're going to get stuck in the wall. There we go. My favorite build here is by far the train station. Well, let me fill this in before I do the official reveal on this. Okay. I'll decide how much I'm going to fill that in a little bit. Okay. So here is the train station. For this train station, I was kind of inspired by a little bit of the ones that you'll see like at Disney World. I mean, it's not a replica, obviously. I'm not that kind of skilled. But I do love how it turned out. I kind of based like the windows and like the framing around the windows, the pillars that they have, just the awning that's there, kind of the overhangs. And I chose one of the great things as far as the paintings went for this is like this big clock, and I've been waiting for a place to use it. So this seemed like the perfect place. I'm thinking about eventually maybe this needs a clock tower here, but I like an actual big official like Big Ben style clock tower. But at this point, I love this clock that's on the station. Oh yeah, and their polar bear lives up there. I don't know what he's doing up there, but he's been chilling for a while. Okay, so we'll come down and we'll pretend that we actually have to walk and not fly. But I do like to fly. It makes things easier. I tried to fence things in so people aren't hopping on the tracks. You know, I'm always worried about weird things like that, even though it's a pretend world. We will go on a train ride. Here's our station. We've got all our clocks around, and this side is for, you know, buying your pass. Say you're a commuter and or you're here all the time and you want to be able to ride the train around all the time, like, you know, daily or, you know, a few times a month. There you go. And then we've got tickets on this side. And of course we have our signage, you know, cash only. And our options are one way around trip or credit, debit, and cash. And here's our currency exchange in our foreign currency. You know, if you're paying with it or you need to exchange some, there's a place for you. I did the big domed ceiling, and I love the regal feel of that. Originally, I had actually closed in the ceiling, and it ended, I mean, it was about where these bricks are here, maybe a couple levels higher. But then I started looking at this, and it's like, wouldn't it be cool to do the big high ceiling? And you can imagine all the people there and the level of echoing and all that. And I mean, for me, eventually that might become a little overstimulating. But at the same time, there's something cool about entering the big station when it's busy and you have the echoes coming off because you have those massive acoustics. And so, same thing. There's annual passes and pass renewal, and where you get your daily and monthly passes. And I'll show you. This side of the station is a little less fancy. Yeah, it's coming in from the wilds out here. But here's what we've done with this space. Okay. Should we go on a train ride, guys? I think it's time, right? I put little bridges. We have our overpasses for our pedestrians. I think we need to go on a train ride, and then we'll do like a little aerial view of the village. All right. Boop. So when I set this up, I do have it where there are powered rails here, but I've turned them off. That way it actually slows us down when we can actually stop rather than jumping out and your cart keeps going. Yeah. Yep. No. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. And we're off. So we wanted to make it kind of a fun ride. Laws is actually one who set up the tracks initially and ran it through. And then I went through as I was kind of laying out the village, and I tweaked a few things. Most of this is still his original footprint, But I added this tunnel. And then a glass tunnel so you can see out. And why not make it more like a roller coaster if you're going to be around? Let's make it a fun ride. Watch out, bunny! Oh no, a bunny. Bunny, you need to move. Bunny. Bunny. Please move, Mr. Bunny. Okay, there we go. Bye, Mr. Bunny. I think some of our switches are off. Because this shouldn't be a problem. I had this set to go, go, go. Yeah, I think our switches were off. So I'll have to go back through and fix that. But, oops. There was a bunny in the cart. Okay. And then back around to the station. No bunnies were harmed in the making of this ride. So we stop by this point. Alright, let's go back and fix that. And now we will fly. So where did we end up stopping? We stopped over here. That one's on. That one's on. That one's on. This one is not on. There we go. That one is not on. Well, it helped a bunny anyway. And then look at all our cute pandas! Oh my goodness, it's a pandas! Okay, I don't think my voice can get any higher at this moment. Okay, so how about an aerial view? Look at this. I love this bridge that Lost did over the walkway. I just think it's beautiful. I loved this idea. So here's our bunny hanging out on the bridge. But here's our aerial view of the town. The house from all angles. Yeah, we even have some smoke coming out of the chimney. I love that it's little snowflakes, though. Such a great theme pack. And the big Christmas tree. Our houses and our shops. Our very cool town hall that you guys kept me company while I did. Thank you guys. And our inn with the little depot behind. Oh, and the sun is setting, so we'll get a nice nighttime view. I do love how the inn turned out. Such a cozy little place. And from this angle, I mean, not a bad little place to visit, maybe even live. I'd move here. Somebody wants to pay for it and build it for me, make it real, that kind of thing. I would live here though. I'd get used to the cold. I'm kind of used to it anyway. So, there we have it. As the sun sets on our Christmas village. This is the first one that we've done. And next year, next Christmas, I guess it'll be this year at this point, but next Christmas we'll see if we want to add to this village, or maybe we'll venture out someplace else and build another one, or what will happen next with this map. But I do absolutely love it, and there's just, I mean, look out here, there's just so much cool stuff it looks like to explore. I mean, check out the lava back there. And all those little spires. And with that rock formation there that is just absolutely stunning. Just imagine what you could build up on there. So I am really looking forward to coming through and exploring this map a little bit more and developing it more. I would love to hear your ideas of things to add to the map the next time it rolls around. Please leave a comment below. Once again, as I said in my first video, be kind, I will cry, and I'll record it. I'll record it for you cold-hearted people so you can just listen to the heartbreak that you've caused. Like, think before you speak, people. All right, no, I'm done. That's my end lecture. All right, but I'm so glad you guys were able to join me. I'm so thankful that you guys sat through even a couple seconds of this. Thank you for being here with me. I hope that your holidays were really wonderful, and I hope that your year in between is going to be even better or way better, whatever it needs to be, than last year. And I'm looking forward to doing the rest of this channel with you guys and seeing what we build next. So that's it for now, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great one.